All right. So Sav,
Yes.
175.
Okay.
Full backswing, full throw in the direction that you want to start the ball in, no more than 175 yards.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Oh, that's fun, huh?
I barely even swung at that.
You barely even swung at that. Hello. So,
96.
96 miles an hour, right? Right in the kisser.
Right in the kisser.
8 degrees up. Look at that spin. It's perfect. Around 1600 RPM, almost 16 degrees launch. And so there's your carry. Almost 240 carry and 262 total.
Yeah.
With what? 0.5 out of 10 effort?
Yeah.
Hey everyone. Man, do we have a treat for you. The Gentle Drivers, Gentle Giant over here. This is amazing because so many top golfers who have been in their prime, Payne Stewart, he used to practice hitting drivers 125 yards. You could put a blanket on top of them with a full swing. Tiger in his prime, I remember him doing a big gig in Toronto for American Express, and he set up and he hit all of his clubs at 155 yards. This is a very, very important skill to acquire in the event that you need to reboot your timing and tempo when the wheels fall off, okay? So it's very important for you guys. So this is gonna be an awesome one. Stay tuned. So this time, we're gonna start with me. I'm gonna show you how to hit your 175 driver max distance, full range of motion, and then you'll see where we apply the juice when you wanna go longer, all right? So, guys, age before beauty. Now, I'm gonna start with some little tidy fades. And so I'm lining up a little left of that intermediate point. I want to know that my low point is behind the tee. So you want low point here. You want to feel like you're catching it slightly on the way up and to the left of the intermediate point. And so I'm going to go, you'll really get to understand why range of motion trumps effort 1,000% of the time. So I'm gathering the biggest, slowest, most relaxed backswing I can make. Then I'm throwing the club gently in the direction of my target. So when I'm throwing, I'm never decelerating. So this is key. I can throw gently or I can throw with some zip. The key is to throw with no effort or no strain, all right? So here we go. Huge range of motion, nice throw in the direction I want to start that ball. So I'm trying to hit this about 175.
Oh, that was beautiful.
And how far is that going, Mu?
280, 300
Oh,
total.
did we just hit that over 300 yards?
Yeah.
Okay, now, why is this so important? Well, your brain is thinking that power comes with effort. You take away the effort, and the brain goes, well, where's the power? Well, I just showed you where the power is. I'm 55 years old, and that felt like a 1 out of 10 in effort. Here's the cool part. So let's look at, remember football? You see a quarterback going for his throw, and then the ball gets jarred loose out of his arm. If that kinetic chain is engaged, you'll see the arm always continue after the throw. So it's the same thing here. I'm gathering so relaxed, and then I'm throwing in the direction I want the ball to start with mega ease. And did you see how watch in slow motion here, I'm gonna put this on, so my kinetic chain engages, it can't stop. It's a human reflex action that just chucks everything out towards the target, all right? So let's see how Sav does with this.
Oh, here we go.
All right, so Sav,
Yes.
175.
Okay.
full backswing, full throw in the direction that you want to start the ball in, no more than 175 yards.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Oh, that's fun, huh?
I barely even swung at that.
You barely even swung at that. Hello. So,
96.
96 miles an hour, right? Right in the kisser.
Right in the kisser.
8 degrees up. Look at that spin. It's perfect. Around 1600 RPM, almost 16 degrees launch. And so there's your carry. Almost 240 carry and 262 total.
Yeah.
With what? 0.5 out of 10 effort?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens if you add 10%. And where would you add the 10%?
Out here.
Out there, right? So peak speed, everybody, is out there. So we're throwing through the arc into that direction that we want to start the ball.
Not too shabby.
So now we're up to 275.
Keep going.
And what was the effort level on that one?
Like a 4.
A 4.
Not even.
And that was just a hair off center,
Yeah, I felt that.
right? And boy, look at that. Nice from the inside. That was 100 miles an hour. 100 miles an hour. So now your focus when you play,
Yeah.
and we established that it's an attacking throw.
Yes.
So we're looking for an attacking throw in that direction, but you
Assertive.
can't come apart.
No, it has to be assertive.
It's assertive. So on a scale of 1 to 10, it's about 7.5 to 8 in velocity, but it can't be more than 4 in effort.
No.
Okay, so let's see your patented draw. And how'd that feel?
Better. It was a little high on the face, but it carried a good distance.
Nice. So that was a good miss, wasn't it?
It was a good miss.
Yeah, I'll give you another one. So what would the level of effort compared to the previous one be?
Higher.
So look, I mean, it was just a little off center. That's why it
Yeah.
sounded that way. And now you're at 102.5 miles per hour, right? So you're almost at your peak speed, which is now at 105 miles an hour.
Around that, yeah.
Okay, so. Wow. Oh, that's pretty, Sav. Right back on center line.
It was toey.
It was a little toey. And you see, look at that's what's really cool, right? Because these drivers are so forgiving. Notice off the toe, it started 7.4 degrees to the left, but because you got some good side spin out of that. So side spin, where the heck are you? This is a lefty one. There we go. So about 700 in side spin back to the center of the fairway. Club head speeds at 103. Fantastic.
Thank
One
God
more,
that was
baby.
Missing.
You got this.
There we go.
That felt good?
That was the one.
Still in the air, Sav. So 280, right down the middle,
Happy with that.
and that's still not your shaft.
Nope.
So see, that was just a little low on the face, and that gave you just a little bit higher
More,
spin,
yeah.
right? And so if you had put that a little bit above the equator at that speed, your carry would have been that 270,
Yeah.
and that would have been over 290 total.
Yeah.
That's where you are now.
Can I try again?
She wants to try again. Is Dad going to say no to that? Give me a break. That's awesome. We got a great second option for your shaft now.
Yeah.
What?
That was good.
What was the carry?
Almost 270.
Oh my goodness. And what was I telling you, right?
Yeah.
Isn't this fun dealing with this machine? Mu's never done this drill. And, you know, the beast. I know we can tame this beast right here. 175. What do you normally hit at 175?
For
9 iron?
8 iron. Oh yeah, about 9 iron. Yeah.
I would say 9 iron, sometimes wedge.
Yeah, that's right.
So huge backswing, huge finish, 175. Let's see it.
Okay.
So we're throwing in the direction we want to start the ball.
Right. Get a picture.
Yep. So I just asked Mu to throw it on the lowest intensity that he can throw on, but without hanging on to it. Because you were hanging on to the previous one.
Yeah, it was.
So now you're letting that one go, and just letting that one go at the lowest intensity. Look at your club speed. You're 117.5.
Yeah, so just jump 5
Wow.
miles per hour.
That was just tremendous.
Yeah.
And then so let's look at the rest of the numbers here.
Okay.
293 carry, 315 total. That's when I'm on all cylinders.
Right.
And you're at the lowest possible throw intensity,
Yeah.
but without hanging on to anything.
That's right.
That's the key, right?
Yeah, it is.
So you're throwing that way, because if you hang, you'll feel it when you hang on to it.
Yeah, that's
Right?
right. Yeah, you're swinging the arms and you're just trying to.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's see you add a little pepper to it now.
Okay.
And he's not letting go at all. Love it. That's a nice backhand.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Sometimes I need
Nice pause.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
There it is.
Ah.
Hit the green at 300.
The green's at 325 move.
Oh,
That's
325.
my distance, but you're carrying it there. Mu just carried that green at 325, and it just absorbed so much out of it. Look at that.
I was relaxed too.
Oh, man. So 320 carry.
Yeah.
Had you not hit the green, which is a very soft surface on the simulator,
Yeah.
that would have been 350.
Right.
So now your club speed's at 123, and you just added 10%.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this should be your cruising speed when you play.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then when you open up for competition, like I've seen you swing at 135,
Yeah.
but you got 8 chances at the grid.
That's right. Yeah.
This is what you would use to play golf with. This is your second assertive tennis serve,
Right.
right? A good attacking second serve,
Yeah.
and we'll save your first serves for your long drive competitions.
That's right. Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that fun, everybody? Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks, Mu. Thanks, Sav. See you next week.